Hello, good morning. This is Arvind. From today, I start Python tutorial. In this videos, overview of Python. I like history of Pythons, installing and running Python, names and assignment, sequence types as like list, tuples and strings, and mutability. Brief history of Python. My dear friends, brief history of Pythons. First of all, invented in the Netherlands, early 19th by Guido van Rossum, who is the founder of Python. Suppose that I ask a questions to you, who is the founder of Python? Then you can say Guido van Rossum, name after Monty Pythons. First name of Python, that is Monty Python. After that, only Python. Open source from the beginning. Considered a scripting language, but is much more. My dear friend, scalable, object-oriented, and functional from the beginning. We know that C language is a procedural programming language, but C++ is a object-oriented programming language. Same like Python is a scalable, object-oriented and functional from the beginning. Used by Google from the beginning, increasingly popular. In these slides, you also watch on my screens a image. This image is Guido van Rossum. This is the founder of Pythons. Python's beloved uh, dictator for life. So, my dear friends, Python is an experiment in how much freedom programmers need. Too much freedom, and nobody can read an other's code. Too little and expensive, expressive in. So, running Python. We know that for compiling, for executing the statement of programming language till now in language C, in programming language C++, and something like that, maximum time we listen compiler, but interpreter is very sometimes. The Python interpreter. Typically, Python implements after both an interpreter and compilers. Both interpreter and compilers, both. Not at only compilers. Interactive interface to Python with a read eval print loop. So, installing. Before writing a code of Python, you have need to install this software. So Python is pre-installed on most Unix system including Linux and Mac operating system, and you can easily use in Windows. So, and with the help of this given URL you can easily install. IDLE development environment. First of all, IDLE. IDLE is an integrated development environment. Integrated development environment for Python, typically used on Windows. Multi-Windows text editor with syntax, highlighting, auto-completion, smart indent and others. My dear friends, Python shell works with syntax highlighting, integrated debugger with stepping persistent breakpoints and call stack visibility. You can easily watch on my screen. Python. Here, editing Python in impasses. Impacts Python mode has good support for editing Python. Enable Enable by default for .py files. .py is the extensions of Python files. Suppose that we write a code in programming language C, then we have saved those file name with the help of .c and we write a program in C++, then we can save those file name with the help of cpp, and we have need to .py for save the file of pythons. So we can say .py is the files extension of python. .py is the extension of python. So you can easily watch on my screen. Suppose that here usr is a folder, in bin folder in python folder. Suppose that we I want to need, and here hashtag is the comments line, single comments line. Hash are used in python for comments line, as like primes n will print the primes less than equal to n. From match import sqrt. Here import sqrt from sys, that means system import argv, and if len a functions argv is less than 2. So you can watch on my screen. After that, running interactively on Unix percent Python. Here three. So Python promotes with 3 to exit Python not ideal. So my dear friends, running programs on Unix call Python programs via the Python interpreter. Here m% python fact.py. Here fact is the name of Python files and .py is the extension of Python files. So make a Python file directly executable by adding the appropriate path to your Python interpreter as the first line of your file. Has making the file executable m% chmod a plus x, and we search fact.py, invoking the file from Unix command line. Invoking, that means we are easily used for call or calling. Example, a script colon fact.py. Fact.py is the file name of Python. So here hashtag is used for comments line. usr folder, then bin folder, then python folder, def fact function. So you can easily watch my screen. For this is the code of factorial numbers. Python scripts. When you call of Python programs from the commands line, the interpreter evaluates each expression in the file. Familiar mechanisms are used to provide commands line arguments and or redirect input the output. Python also has mechanism to allow of Python programs to act both as a script and as a module to be imported and used by an other Python programs. Examples of a script. We we for better understanding, we take a we take an examples for a script. Has, so user folder and bin folder and Python folders. Here uh, triple quotes line for print the multiple lines. I like we are used in C and C++ for double quotes for printing, uh, but in but in Python, we have need to multiple line print, then we can use triple quotes. Import re import we are import re functions from sys. Import stdlin. My dear friends, std that means standard library and in that means input. So hash is usually for comments line, a regular expression, that symbol for a valid email address. So result is this. After that, getting a unique sorted list. Import re up from sys system stdin. So result is this. After that, simple functions ex.py. Ex is the name of Python files and .py is the extension of Python files. .py is the extension of Python file. Here triple dot open and triple quotes open and triple quotes close for using the for printing the lines statement. Factorial done recursively and iteratively. So you can watch my screen of this code. Simple functions ex.py. The basics. My dear friends, with the help of after these slides, we can easily understand the basics of Pythons. A code sample in IDLE. X equal to 34 minus 23, y equal to hello, z equal to 3.5, has a comments, has another one, and something like that. So to understand the code, indentation matters to code meaning. Block structure indicated by indentation. First assignment to of variables, create it. Variables type don't need to be declared in Python's figure out the variables types on its own. Assignment is, this is the assignment operator and corporation equal. So for numbers, plus, minus, stress, divide, ampersand are as expected. A special use for plus for a string concatenation and ampersand for string formatting as in sheets printf. Logical operators are word and words. I like and or not symbols. The basic printing commands is print. Basic data types in Pythons. My dear friends, this is the most knowledgeable slides for beginners, Python's beginners. Integers, float, strings. Integer default for numbers. I'd like z equal to 5 by 2. Answer 2 integer divisions. Floats x equal to 3.456. Strings, you can use strings, you also known as ABC. So you can unmatch can occur within the string match x. So white space. My dear friends, white space in Python. White space is meaningful in Python, especially indentation and placement of new lines. Indentation and placement of new line. Use a new line to end a line of code. Use slash, backslash when must go to next line prematurely. No braces to mark blocks of code. Suppose that in programming language C and C++, we can use int main or main functions. After that, curly braces open and last of code curly braces close. But in Python, no braces to mark block of code. Use consistent indentation instead. First line with less indentation is outside of the block. First line with more indentation starts a nested block. Clone start of a new block in many. Constructs easy functions, definitions, then classes. So, my dear friends, comments. How to write comments line in Python programs. Start comments with hash. Rest of line is ignored. Can include a documentation strings as the first line of a new functions or class you define. Development environments. Development environments, debugger and other tools use it. It's good style to include one. Def fact n assume n is positive integer and returns factorial of n. So assignment. Binding a variable in Python means setting a names to hold a reference to some objects. Assignment creates reference, not copies. Names in Python do not have an intrinsic type. Objects have types. Python determines the types of the reference automatically based on what data is assigned to it. My dear friends, you can create a name the first time it appears on the left side of an assignment expressions as like x assignment x equal to 3. That means 3 is assigned in x operators or x variables. A reference is deleted via garbage collection after any name should bound to it have passed out of scope. Python's uses reference semantics more later. So, naming rules in Python's. Names are case sensitive and cannot start with a numbers. Names are case sensitive and cannot start with a numbers. They can contain letters, numbers and underscores. I like bob, capital bob, capital bob, underscore bob, and underscore to underscore bob underscore bob underscore to capital b o b. So there are some reserved words in Python. Some reserved words in Pythons that as like end, assert, break, class, continue, def, del, elif, else, accept, ex, finally, for, from, global, if, import, in, each, lambda, not, or, pass, print, rise, return, try, file. This is the some reserved words. Naming conventions in Pythons. The Python community has these recommended naming conventions. Join lower join underscore lower for functions, methods, and attributes. Join underscore lower for all caps for constants. Statically caps for classes. Cam case only for conform to pre-existing conventions. Attributes interface internal double score private. So assignment, you can assign to multiple names at the same time. I like that this accessing non-existent name, accessing non-existent name, accessing a name before it's been properly created by placing it on the left side of an assignment. Write an error. My dear friends, trace back most recent call last sequence types tuple list and strings. After these slides, sequence types as like tuples list and strings. Sequence types tuples as like Johan 32 CMSC, a simple immutable ordered sequence of items. Items can be mixed types including collection types, strings, John Smith. Immutable. Conceptually very much like a tuple list 1 to John of down. Mutable ordered sequence of items of mixed types. So similar syntax. All three sequence types as like tuples, string and list are share much of the name syntax and functionality. Key difference. Tuples and strings are evaluate, list are mutable. Tuples and strings are evaluate, list are mutable. So the operations shown in this section can be applied to all sequence types. Most examples will just show the operations performed on one sequence types one. So you can easily understand from these slides. Sequence types 2 access individual members of a tuple list or a string using a square bracket. I like array notation. Note that all are zero based. You can understand from watch on this screen. Positive and negative indicates indicates positive and negative indicates. So slicing return copy of subsets. Slicing return copy are equal to subsets. Copying the whole sequence. The in operators in Python. Boolean test whether a value is inside a container. For a string test for substrings. Be careful, the n keywords is also used in the syntax for loops and a list comprehension. So the plus operator. The plus operator produce a new tuples. List or string whole value is connection of its arguments. What is plus operator? Plus operator produce a new tuples. Asterisk operator, the asterisk operator produce a new tuples. Mutability tuples vs list. My dear friends, lists are mutable. Tuples are immutable. Lists are mutable and tuples are immutable. Operations on list only you can understand from this screen. The extend method vs plus operator. The extend methods vs plus operator. Plus operator creates a fresh list with a new memory reference. Extend operators on list li in place. Operations on list only. List have many methods including index, count, remove, reverse, sort and something like that. So operations on list only. Tuples details. My dear friends, the Comma is the tuple creation operator, not parents. I like triple slash triple. So Python shows parents of clarity. So Python shows parents for clarity based practice. Don't forget the comma. Trailing comma only required for singletons others. Maybe you also known as singletons. Empty tuples have a special syntactic form. Summary: tuples vs list. My dear friends, list slower but more powerful than tuples. Tuples vs list. List slower but more powerful than tuples. List can be modified and they have lots of handy operations and methods. Tuples are immutable and have fewer features. To convert between tuples and list, use the list functions and tuple functions. Li equal to list tu and tu equal to tuples in arguments li. So thank you so much, thank you so much. Thanks for watching these videos. This is the simple understanding for Pythons, and I'm trying to my best with the help of slides and my voice. Thank you so much.